out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And this will complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down, here's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Brady. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Josh Bynes coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Go! One play at a time now! Hey, Alabama. Shadow! Go!
On third and long, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Corey Peters able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
3rd and long here for Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They go to Johnson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They stopped him shy of the marker. Thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Caught left side, Garcon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They give it to him running left. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They run again with Breida, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. But in a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's brought down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this.
Let's go. Alabama, 380.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Partners, we well know long kickoff returns set up big-time momentum for the team with the ball. But how about the defense? They've gone on the field, understood the situation, and really have held up strong.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On play action, now Brady. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Gone! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. And caught right side, Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Brady, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
29, Alpha.
Again, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
DJ Foster set to return it. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Barney, Barney! Gun, gun!
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go! Wait!
Now a play fake here on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck rule. And now the Tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They come out here in the eye. To Johnson again. Oh, look at the juke. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's Brady. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Brady to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Brady. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big gain of 31 on third down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
On second down, here's Rosen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Detroit! Green, 39! Green, 39! Gone!
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looks a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Brady now on 1st down. And they're going to He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Shadow. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. Deep ball for Goodwin. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Robert Kindici in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
Hey, Alabama.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Now flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Brady. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out.